Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy and welcome back to the Soul Brothers channel, and today I'm going to be doing a versus video between the Harden Volume 4 and the Dame 6. So they're both Adidas shoes, they're both Adidas athletes, and they're both good performers overall. So the Harden Volume 4 is going for $130 and then the Dame 6 is going for $110, $20 price difference. Not a huge difference. And if you guys do want to cop, I'll leave a link in the description box. But let's get it started off with the traction. So for the traction, they're both really good on a clean cord. I would say, stop is pretty similar. I kind of like the stop on the Dame 6 a little bit more. It stops a little bit harder, I would say. But the Harden Volume 4 is still really nice. As far as the dust goes, the Harden Volume 4 was not very good. It picks up dust pretty quickly. I mean, it's a pretty easy wipe though, but it just picks it up really fast. And then if it does pick up dust, you slide out just a little bit, and it can get a little dangerous if you let too much dust build up on the outsole. And as you guys can see, I have both colorways. I have a solid rubber outsole and a translucent, and they're both pretty much the same on dust. And then for the Dame 6, I guess I do have a translucent and solid rubber option. And then on dust, it's kind of the same. I would say it picks up dust pretty quickly. It's a pretty easy wipe as well, but it doesn't pick up dust as quickly as the Harden Volume 4. And also if you let a little too much dust build up, it can get dangerous in the Dame 6 as well. So I think Adidas just needs to work on the rubber compound or something, because I am having this issue with most of their basketball shoes. And then as far as durability goes, I would say the Harden Volume 4 is better because rubber is just super hard on the fours. The Dames, it is a herringbone traction pattern, but it's soft, especially the herringbone on the perimeter of the outsole. It's like a smaller, thinner herringbone, and it's really soft. And for me, it is fraying off. So durability seems better in the Harden Volume 4. So there's a traction there. As far as the heel to toe transition, they're both very smooth. You have a nice heel compression, both of them. Very flexible in the forefoot area, and you have a nice curved shape in the heel and forefoot area. So heel to toe transition, I tied up. Moving on to the cushion. So they're both using the same technology, Light Strike, and it's full length in both of the shoes, but the thickness is different. So the Dame 6, the full length Light Strike is pretty damn thick, and you can feel a lot of compression, a slight little bounce as well in the heel and also kind of in the forefoot. The Harden Volume 4 is really thin. It doesn't look very thin, especially in the heel, but this is actually just the cushion coming up and acting like a sidewall. So yeah, the Harden Volume 4 is a lot more mellow. You definitely don't feel as much compression. Like, it's pretty hard to feel the heel compression as well, unless you kind of really want to feel it and dig the heel in. The Dame 6, just walking around, you can feel it. And also in the forefoot, the Hardens, you can kind of feel the forefoot as well, but definitely not as much as the Dame 6. So for me, in my personal opinion, I like the Dame 6 better. Impact protection is better. There's a slight little bounce, which I like. A little bit of compression. And also, court feels still good. The court feels still good in the Dame 6. Obviously, I would say the Harden Volume 4 has better court feel, but it's not like the Dame 6 is bad. I would think that there would be some people that wouldn't like the Dame 6. Like, if you don't like to have a soft cushion, and if you don't like to have all that compression, and you just want to have a really responsive cushion, then go with the Harden Volume 4, because the Light Strike still gives you pretty good impact protection. It's not incredible, but if it was a different type of cushion like EVA, Phylon, or whatever, then impact protection would be really bad. The amount of court feel that you get with this shoe is just incredible, and then the amount of impact protection that you get for how much court feel that you get in the Hardens is actually pretty nice. So there's the cushion there. As far as the materials go, the Harden Volume 4 is way better. You have basically a knit material throughout the entire upper. You have a good amount of padding here in the tongue as well as the ankle area. The Dame 6, I mean, usually I don't really care about the materials too much. As long as it feels good on foot, I'm okay with it. But the Dame 6, I mean, this mesh material is not, it feels really cheap. First of all, it feels flimsy. And on foot, I mean, it gets kind of soft, but I also feel the lack of quality when I'm wearing it, which is very weird, because usually I don't care, So Dame 6 materials, not good at all. And also there's absolutely no padding in the tongue area, which I don't like. Personally, I like to have a very well padded tongue. But I guess the ankle area is pretty nice, you know, especially with these Achilles pillows, which helps, you know, contain your heel down. That's a little plus, but overall materials, I'd have to give the edge to the Harden Volume 4. So as far as the fit goes, Harden Volume 4, go true to your Adidas size, but I would say it runs, I guess, normal width to slightly wide. So if you have a wider foot, the Harden Volume 4 is probably going to be the better option for you. The Dame 6 is more on the normal side. It's not super narrow or anything, and I wouldn't say it's slightly narrow, it's more just normal. And then as far as the toe box area, it's a little roomier than the Harden Volume 4. So for the fit, I mean, they're both like not super nice for me, but personally I'd have to give the edge to the Dame 6. And then putting on the shoe is a little bit easier for the Harden Volume 4 because you do have this heel tab. The Dame 6 doesn't really have that. And then as far as the support and lockdown goes, I had no issues with lateral containment in either of the shoes. And they're both very wide bases. So as you guys can see, the midsole and outsole does protrude out a lot here on the lateral side. So I felt very laterally stable. I didn't feel like I was going to roll my ankle or anything. So support and lockdown, I give it a tie. As far as the weight goes, I believe Dame 6 is a little bit lighter. So 12.98, so basically 13 ounces for the Harden Volume 4. Let's check this colorway. 12.7 ounces. And then the Dame 6 is 11.9 ounces. So they're adding like leather materials and I guess it's like external heel canon with this logo, which obviously does add weight, and this bubbling also probably adds weight. Like, I don't like how Adidas does that. The Dame 6 is more of a streamlined shoe and doesn't have like all this extra stuff, so it does feel a little bit lighter and a little bit more minimal. Moving on to step in comfort, I would say the Dame 6 is more comfortable for the cushion. For the upper, the Harden Volume 4 is a lot more comfortable. I like this knit material a little bit better, so it's a little bit of a trade-off. But for me personally, if I'm going to casually walk around in them and I want to feel comfortable, cushion is a little bit more important than the upper, so I'd have to give the edge to the Dame 6. As far as the ventilation goes, I tied up. You know, they're both pretty good, but also like not super hot. As far as durability goes, durability seems way better in the Harden Volume 4. The outsole seems a lot more durable, as well as the upper. This upper, especially in the toe box area in the Dame 6, does not seem durable at all. So I'll give the win for durability to the Harden Volume 4. As far as the aesthetics go, I'd have to say I like the Dame 6 a lot better. The Harden Volume 4 I really don't like. So tell us what you guys think looks better down in the comment section below. So yeah, wrapping things up, I'd have to give the edge to the Dame 6. And the main reason for that is because of the cushion setup. I just really like this cushion setup. Like I said, it's probably not for everybody because it's on the softer side. And you know, there are some categories like, you know, the materials are better in the Hardens. But the Harden Volume 4 is also not a bad option. And like I said, if you want a more responsive shoe, and I guess better quality shoe as well, that seems more durable, then go with the Harden Volume 4. So yeah, that's the Versus video. Again, if you guys want to cop, I'll try to leave links below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next one.